Hotshots. It's bound to get heavy. Big brother, big brother, big brother, big brother, big brother, big brother.
Welcome to BBA Daily with Zibby.
Big brother, big brother, hotshot. Big brother, hotshot. If you got the talent, this could be your time. So rise to the challenge like you destined to shine. It's Big Brother like you never seen it, feel it. Hotshot. Big Brother Hotshot.
Let the conversation begin.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You tune in to BBA Daily with Zibby. Z-I-B-B-Y is what I go by. Oh my goodness, we just saw a very, very spectacular presentation. I mean, I did not expect that. There were some highs and there were some lows, but, you know, all in all, the housemates did a very good job, and I'm so excited for them. And of course, Big Brother agreed they did a good job, and they won their task. So, yay! Power to the housemates. I'm so thrilled. I'm going to talk about that later on in the show, but I'm just going to do a quick recap of everything that's been going on all through the day. It's been a very awesome day, and, you know, a lot of, the time all day was obviously devoted to preparing for the task. So, you know, there were some, you know, dull moments, lazy moments. But, I mean, after just seeing that presentation, I think it was all worth it because they actually put in quite a lot of effort. So, yay, really happy for them. So, right after I recorded the podcast yesterday, apparently JJ and Tayo had a little argument. It sort of came from the fact that Tayo thought JJ was sort of undermining him. And we all know JJ is like a really tiny little busybody, so that's perfectly understandable. So, but you know, true guy style, they talked it over, they shook, they hugged, and they were all over it. That's guys for you. You know, if it was girls, they probably wouldn't address the situation. They'd probably like take it to the back and, you know, have some chit chat. Not all girls, but most girls do that. So, it was really cool that the guy squashed it, you know, almost immediately it happened. So, really good on that. And Lillian, you know, with the cracked voice, Lillian decided to, you know, change up her act. I just remembered yesterday during Lillian's diary session, she was talking to Big Brother and, you know, said, oh, I'm going to be twerking tomorrow. Big Brother said, looking forward to it. So, Big Brother, wow. Lily's twerking moves have gotcha hooked. So, basically, that was funny as well. It was Subfest 2014 today in the Big Brother house. It seemed like housemates, oh my goodness, just need to turn on the waterworks all the time. It's funny because Casey's always at the center of the subs. I mean, wow. I don't think Big Brother's for Casey because he's such a softie. And I actually have a friend. Hi, Obi. I call him Softie because he's really soft. So I think Casey is definitely a softie. And in the Big Brother house, you just can't be that soft because people are going to, you know, see it's a weakness and try to capitalize on that. But, you know, either ways, I don't think Casey's going to be in the house longer than Sunday there. So it's all good. You know, he's a talented guy. We've seen his music. We've seen his, emotions. I'm not too sure what his emotions can do, but you know, we've seen he's really talented, especially with the music thing. So good luck to Casey after Sunday, of course. But hey ho, you know, you never can tell. There might just be a miracle and Casey might remain in the house, but I don't really think so. But we'll see how it goes anyways. And there's 6 housemates I think, you know, might be in danger of going home. I'm hearing rumors 6 people are leaving, 7 people are leaving. It's hard to confirm the accurate number because I mean 26 people is quite a lot. So yeah, I think, you know, a large amount of people are going to go home. And towards the end of the show, I'll say who I think is in danger of going home. Of course, I'm going to give my reasons. Alrighty. So has anyone realized Big Brother might be on a strict budget this year? I mean, for starters, you put 25 people up for eviction. That's like crazy amounts of money in votes. Because you're voting for 25 people. You know, usually you vote between 3 people, but then it's spread all across so many people. And because it's, you know, you've got people from the same countries, everyone is just, you know, being really careful and voting as much as they can. So Big Brother's definitely trying to raise that 300 grand from the votes. I'm, well, not too certain, but that's what I think though. I mean, the house is smaller, the jacuzzi was like, oh my days, it's like a little bottle cap. It's really tiny. And then the sound is just so crappy sometimes in the diary room. You can't hear what's going on. The sound is really dodgy and I really hope they can fix it. Speaking about the diary room session, entire diary room session today, he did speak about, you know, how a conversation with Mira sort of opened his eyes. Mira said, you know, it's good everyone's up for eviction because, you know, she probably might have been a bit dull. So because of that, she's forced to, you know, be lively and all. And it actually got him wondering, you know, are people putting up an act? Looking at Tayo, I can tell you Tayo is being who he is. I don't know him personally, but the thing is, you can tell when someone is being them. So I think he's just starting to realize maybe I need to rein it in a bit. You know, because he's been very out there, very outspoken, very loud, sometimes speaks over other people. You know, it's just his personality, but he doesn't seem to have a mean bone. Seems to be a genuine guy. So I think, you know, it's got him thinking. I think he really needed that wake-up call. And Lillian from Nigeria, during her diary session, you know, Big Brother's like, do housemates really understand, you know, the implications of, you know, not winning? And she's like, oh yeah, people will cry. She said people are already crying. That just cracks me up. Lillian is actually really growing on me. She's proper growing on me. So, Idris, I've been complaining because I feel like Idris is not getting enough screen time. So I saw his diary room sessions today. It was a bit blah, but I think I kind of like him, so it's alright. And apparently Idris is getting close to Ella. Yeah, Ella, hey. Yeah, I just had to put that in because Esther did that in the diary room yesterday, and because I really like Esther, so I'm just trying to pull an Esther by doing the Ella thing. Okay, okay, I need to ask though, Big Brother's not being very creative in his questions. I mean, he's asking 26 people the same questions. Who do you think is participating? Who do you think is doing their best? Who do you think is not? Like, it gets a bit tiring because everyone just has these same rehearsed and politically correct, you know, PC statements. So we're not really getting anything. Whoever Big Brother is, I figured he would be a psychologist that, you know, can twist people's heads and make them reveal things. But I don't know, Big Brother, you need to step it up because, you know, we just don't want to be hearing the same things all the time. I mean, it's okay when we hear it from like 3 people, but hearing the same question on 26 people, oh my goodness, it gets really, really crazy. And, you know, yeah. So we just need a bit more variety from that. Lanla, my almost favorite South African. So basically, Lala strikes me as very laid back and a bit lazy, not willing to put in a lot. Even when he talks, he acts like he's half asleep. You know, I don't know why Lala is like that, but I like him. I find it really amusing. And Lala does, every time I see Lala, he's either eating something or drinking something. Lala seems to be getting along really well with Sheila from Botswana, and Sheila yesterday was flirting quite a lot with Tayo. I don't know if she's trying to do it to make Lanla, you know, put his grip on her. But thing is, while she's doing that, Lanla is moving on to Mira. I've caught them so many times during the day just having these chats, and I think Sheila can see that Lanla is getting out of her grip, and Tayo is out there. He's not really that, from what I can see, it doesn't seem like he's interested in Sheila in that way. You know, he's just friends with all the girls. So she needs someone to, you know, have her hold on. So right now, she sees that Mira might be taking Lanla away from her. So right now, she's sort of doing the chasing with Lanla, like she's trying to sink her claws. I actually like that, you know, when you try to act like someone doesn't matter. You know, we're girls, we play all these little games, and sometimes they come back to bite us. So I can, you know, see that that's definitely what is going on with Sheila. Really interesting though, really, really interesting. Speaking of which, Lanla really reminds me, you know, I've been watching Lanla, I'm like, Lanla reminds me of someone, Lanla reminds me of someone. And I just realized, Lanla reminds me of one of my colleagues at the radio station. His name is DJ Jonelle. So Lanla really reminds me of him, you know, they've got the same looks, and it's slightly whiny, and, you know, cute and all. So yeah, I just realized, Jonelle, if you're listening, hi. Okay, so, it seems like some housemates are really, really enjoying their time in the house. Others, not so much. Among the housemates enjoying themselves, I would say Tayo. Tayo's having a good time. I think Tayo is just one of these people that, you know, no matter the situation, they'll just keep on and laugh about it and be happy. Then Alusa. It's weird, but I'm really liking Alusa. I'm really, really liking him now. Alusa is always so excited. You know, when he's talking, he's happy. He's in the diary room. He's just so excited. Like, it seems like Big Brother has been like something he wanted to do all his life. Maybe all his adult life. Because he seems so excited, like he can't believe he's in the house. So I really love his enthusiasm. That's how the word is pronounced, isn't it? Yeah, so that's really interesting as well. So Alusa's definitely enjoying his time. Lillian's definitely enjoying her time. She's twerking up a storm everywhere. It was, okay, I'll talk about that later on in the show. And Esther is just so funny. I'm gonna ask, Esther might have some slight Indian genes, I don't know why, but when I look at her, I see something Asian. Like, she reminds me of an Asian old lady, I don't know why. So there might be something Asian. No, that's, you know, cool and all. But I know, I don't mean to sound weird, but I know, like, you know, in Kenya, you've got a lot of Asians. But I didn't know that in Uganda, that was common as well. I mean, well, Uganda and Kenya are like next door to each other, aren't they? So, okay. Alright, so moving on from that, the other housemates that are not enjoying themselves so far, I would say the Queen of Gloom, Riza, Tregaza, and Casey from Ghana / South Africa. Now, something struck me. Okay, I'll get back to that. Sorry, I don't want to talk about the presentation yet, but I'll talk about that later on in the show. So these three people to me are not enjoying their time in the house. Casey is very emotional, and I can understand being the Big Brother house. It just brings all those emotions together. So yeah, I can understand a bit, they're spilling over and running over. And Trigaza, the language barrier is a bit of a thing for him. And it seems to me like Mira has totally abandoned her countrymate, because I've never actually seen them have a chat. Usually other housemates just, like people from the same country just check in with each other. But I've never seen Mira and Trigaza actually have a chat. Then Riza, I think Riza is just a permanently grumpy person. There's not much that can be done to make her happy. And I find it a bit annoying, because you're in a Big Brother house, there's 25 people to talk to and get to know each other. You can't tell me you can't get along with not one of them, not even your countrymate, So I find it really weird. Another thing I think is she might be one of these insecure women who love attention. You know how sometimes you've got that friend that loves attention, you guys go out, maybe a guy's giving you attention and she starts getting grumpy? I think that's what Riza might be. She's probably not getting attention from the guys or the girls, She just, it's just like, she holds on to Sipe so much. And I think Sipe is, starting to pull away because she's being pulled into a box. So I don't know what Riza's problem is, but I mean, if you take the pains to come and audition, come on, just live life. Okay? Live life and enjoy it. And if you're not gonna do that, well, it's fine. Sunday, chances are Riza is going home. I mean, it's a bit annoying, and then, she's always claiming to be some hypochondriac. So, I just find that really weird. Enjoy the experience. Okay, I'm rambling on and on and on. There's just so much to talk about in the Big Brother house. And, I'm glad the show is picking up. I'm really glad. We'll talk about, the presentation after the break. So don't go anywhere. And of course, we've got a message from one of our BBA Super Fans. Don't go anywhere.
Big Brother Hotshot. If you got the talent, this could be your time. So rise to the challenge like you destined to shine. It's Big Brother like you never seen it, feel it. Don't go in unless you're going in it to win it. You'll need shades cause the spotlights are so bright. So when you reach that height, you will have to fight. All eyes on you, your name and lights. You want the fame, man, up like it's your right. Gotta get into action, swag out your passion. The life you live for, drive it up and you can cash in. Fame and fortune is all you got. When it's Rise of the Hotshots. Big Brother Hotshots starts 7 September, exclusive to DSTV Premium, DSTV Compact Plus, DSTV Compact, and DSTV Mobile.
Welcome back to BBA Daily with Zibby, the podcast series. I'm so excited. Like I said, we've got two very special BBA Super Fans who are going to share their opinion on the task presentation. I'm really excited about this because, it's Big Brother, and it's just always an amazing opportunity to speak to crazy and super fans just like me. Okay, so before we go to the super fans, there's so much going on Twitter, and I'm just going to take some tweets which I found, oh my days, so hilarious all through today. BBA fan, who's one of the super fans today, says JJ would make a perfect housewife. And Nosy Diva has tweeted that, I didn't hear this, but Nosy Diva has tweeted that Idris, in reference to Alusa, said, I'm wondering why a big black man is wearing pink. Apparently Alusa was wearing a pink t-shirt today, so oh my days, I'm so cracked up. I absolutely love Twitter. And Esther is such a character. I just love her. Okay, so moving on, there's a different tweet. Oh my days! And this one is from Z_shh. And she says, watching Sabina on channel 198 and her forehead is on channel 197. Oh my goodness. You're the evil man. Okay, so we're switching over to speak to our BBA super fans. We've got two super fans from two different regions of Africa. And this is why I love the show. It brings everyone together. All the BBA fans bring us all together. So relax and enjoy.
What's up, Africa? I'm Kwaida. I don't expect y'all too loud to pronounce my name, but you can call me Kwaida. I'll take that. Whatever. I'm the person behind the @BBA BBA Fans account on Twitter. The first test presentation of the season was really entertaining. Some housemates killed it on stage while others didn't quite rise to the occasion. Butterfly is no longer caterpillar, so that's something to celebrate. She was killing it on stage. She was really good. Arthur laughed at his own jokes more than the housemates. And let me tell you what gets to say Africa too. The cameraman called that epic moment when Translate took a well-deserved yawn during Arthur's stand-up. Oh my goodness. And Lavette is good with the saxophone and stuff, but my favorite part of her performance was when she got out of stage. Like, no shame, but... And Prometheus, the guy who got an accent after landing at the O.R. Tambo International Airport in Johannesburg. His accent changes a lot. Daytime is American, nighttime is the Namibian guy that dropped out of school. I won't be surprised if he tries to find different languages. And I have to say Sabrina's monologue was flawless. And Mr. 265, or should I say Mrs. 265, got a bright future behind it. His behind is bigger than some of the singing housemates future carrying music. If they continue singing like that, it's horrible singing. It was nice to see Trezeguet's lips moving more than a minute. He amazed me on stage. Like, his performance was better than Sunday's performance, I have to say that. I didn't understand what he was saying. He could have threatened to kill the housemates in their sleep, and they wouldn't even know that. They were just clapping along, having a great time. JJ was a great stage manager. Alusa was the host for the night. He did a great job. The housemates really did deserve their 100% wage win. They put in 150%, so they really did deserve that. But I couldn't help but notice that Biggie's house looked like a refugee camp from the outside. Refugee camp that got a makeover. But that's none of my business. So Africa, carry on voting for your favorite housemates, and shout out to all those listeners.
Oh wow, you have got to love BBA Fans. If you're not following BBA Fans on Twitter, please you have to, because she is hilarious. Like, when I see his tweets, it just brightens up my day. I read out some tweets for her earlier in the show, and I absolutely love her. Oh wow, oh my goodness, I actually love the way she broke it down. Yay, truly Butterfly has come out of her shell quite a bit, obviously because of the task. I'm a radio person, so I understand, but I have to say Butterfly was amazing. Like, I was just in awe. She totally nailed it. That was wicked. She did really, really well. And like BBA Fans said, the best part of Lavita's performance was when she got off stage. I'm starting to think Lavita cannot actually play the sax. She probably learned a few notes and that's it, because it was almost painful to listen to and even more painful to watch. Ah, wow. And Prometheus, oh my days, BBA Fans said Prometheus got the accent when he landed at O.R. Tambo Airport. Oh my goodness, Prometheus. I think Prometheus' performance, so is that Prometheus or Prometheus's? I don't even know how to pronounce it. But I think his performance was one of the worst of the night. I actually have a table, and I'm going to read out the scores I gave to the contestants based on their performances. In advance, Prometheus got a 2 over 10. Because he's such a talkative fellow who wants to always be heard. I expected a lot more. All I saw was a mask of Zorro, and that was it. So he definitely got 2 over 10 from me. Okay, let's see what the ex-housemates are saying. Apparently, BBA the Chase housemates are closely watching Hotshots. I think they're now addicts as well. Probably because they spent a lot of time watching the reruns, which caused a lot of drama. But one of the tweets from Hakeem said, Big Brother Africa, I'll call Hakeem, aka Mr. Lover Lover or Mr. Ice Cream, and he said Big Brother Africa is about looks. If you don't look good, you get done what was done to Denzel. You get booted in the first week. So I guess Hakeem is saying Denzel isn't exactly a looker. And I saw a tweet from winner Delish, and she tweeted, Alusa, JJ, again, Biggie with a question mark. My dear, we are just as confused as you are. But I don't mind Alusa. Alusa is growing on me. Ella has been walking around the house, with the wand and the tiara. That should remind you of someone, someone who maybe won 300,000 last week. Yep, the original Ella. That shit's played out. Oops, I'm not supposed to say that, but hey ho, it's a podcast and it's my podcast, so I can say that. Oh wow, thinking about Tragaza's performance. I don't know. I didn't get it. And like BBA fans said, he might have been probably planning to kill the housemates in their sleep as they were just clapping along and had no idea. I mean, what I remember was at the beginning he said, I'm Tragaza, aka Tragizi, aka Trizweezy, aka blah blah, aka why don't you shut the fudge up? Seriously, I was getting tired of all the AKAs. Oh my days. I mean, it was very entertaining. It was very, very entertaining. And Mrs. 265, like BBA fans said, it's not Ballon D, it's Ballon d'Or. If you're gonna say it, then know how to say it. Mrs. 265 actually didn't do a really good job, in my opinion. But it's alright. And there was something that struck me. Tayo said, I'm Tayo, I'm representing Nigeria. And Samantha said, I'm Samantha, I'm representing South Africa. Guys, are you serious? You're not representing us. You just come from these countries. I mean, if you're truly representing us, when you win the money, please come and share it with us. They would accept that you're representing us. Deal? I didn't think so. Okay, so we'll move on to our next BBA Superfan, Ms. Leanne, all the way from Ghana, and we'll listen to what Ms. Leanne has to say about the presentation. Stay tuned.
Hello and good evening. Yeah, the presentation is over at long last after about 2 hours, 15 minutes or so. Yeah, it's been all in all, it's been a great presentation. There were some who didn't take it seriously, from the look of things. Ella didn't look like she was serious with the task. I didn't watch, I think the first 3 presentations I didn't watch because I was on my way home. So I got home to meet just the end of Tayo's presentation. I liked Butterflies. She was in her element. That's what she does. She's a professional DJ, MC, whatever, as I read. So yeah, she was in her element and she didn't disappoint. I loved Casey's poem. I loved Esther's dance. And who else? Yes, Sabina's piece about abortion and all that. It was touching, yeah. I could have sworn I shed a tear. But anyway, all in all, it was good. They did well. They put in so much, and they deserved the 100% win. Their first ever win for the season. So yeah, I think it was great. I don't know. I didn't really enjoy it so much. I think because of the number. There are too many. 26 in a house. It's just too much. I'm managing. We'll cope till probably, if you're lucky, the house is divided and everything becomes orderly. But for now, there's too many people in one house. It's pure torture. It's pain trying to watch them, trying to recollect what someone said, trying to make out people. But yeah, they deserved it. Big ups to them.
And that was the lovely Ms. Leanne. And something I've noticed is a lot of us are consistent. A lot of the BBA fans on social media, people I've spoken with, and of course our super fans with us on the show, we've all, spoke highly of Sabina. I think Sabina's piece was so moving, it was so real, and it was, I like Miss Leanne. I think Miss Leanne probably did shed a tear. She probably did. She's just not admitting it totally. But yes, we all agree that Sabina did an amazing job. It was very touching. It was very real. She was, I just love the way the emotions moved. I think she's going to be a fantastic actress. And that just, made me think about the choice. It was such a beautiful performance. And I gave Sabina a 9 out of 10. Now with Butterfly did really well. She stood out for almost everyone. I would have given her a 10 out of 10, but she pronounced Ghanaian as Ghanaian. And so, because she did that, I had to take away 0.5. But she still leads the pack. So at 9.5 over 10, Butterfly did really, really well. Tayo did very well. I found his jazzy voodoo juju story very interesting, especially the part about, people flying without visas and passports. That was really funny. And the guy hanging his shirt in the air, right? I don't believe in stuff like that, so it was really amusing. But, so I think he did really well because, he got me thinking, you need to believe in yourself. And that, was really good. So Tayo gets a 7 out of 10 for me. Maki too, I really liked his rap, and Africa the Time Is Now. I like that, the audience were able to join, so I gave him an 8 out of 10. Butterfly 9.5 out of 10. Arthur, he was a bit vulgar, and I don't really like vulgar comedy, but he tried, so I gave Arthur a 6 out of a possible 10. And moving on to La Vida, just like what BBA fans said, wow, I don't know what's up with La Vida and that sax or whatever that thing is, but she needs to chuck it. It's getting played out. So I'm giving La Vida a 4 out of 10. Prometheus was probably one of the worst performances of the night. I didn't get what he was doing. I mean, with all this ITK, and if you're not Nigerian, you know ITK is. ITK is I too know. It's a term for people that, little miss know it all. So Prometheus is indeed a miss know it all. Yes, I said miss. So Prometheus gets a 2 out of 10 for his performance. Ella also had a crappy performance. I don't know what she was doing. So I'm giving her a 2 out of 10 as well. Mira, right before Mira started, I had to go do some stuff, because who can sit through 26 performances? A girl has got to eat, so I can't grade Mira, Goitse. And I saw the end of Landless, but there was really not much. But to be fair, I'll just leave them as blank since I really didn't listen much. Sabina gets a 9 out of 10. Mr. 265, or like BBA fans say, Miss 265, I gave him a 1 out of 10 because he couldn't pronounce the Ballon d'Or. He didn't make a lot of sense to me, and you know what, I'll just move Mr. 265 up to 3 because with his bum, he did a lot of twerking when he was Chike, so for that reason I'll upgrade him to a 3. I'll upgrade him to a 3. So Mr. 265, aka Mr. 123, he gets the 3 over 10. Lillian gets a 5 over 10. I didn't see much of the twerking and the Chike story, Lillian will be a very good Nollywood actress. I think she's been taking classes from the same person that has been, tutoring Tonto DK and all the other Nollywood actresses. I can't see Lillian's style of acting working outside Nigeria, unlike Sabina's, which is more versatile and realistic. So for Nollywood, I would give her an 8 out of 10. She tried for Nollywood standards. So yeah. Alusa, I didn't get what Alusa was talking about. Alusa's song was a bit dry, but he's still growing on me, and Alusa gets a 4 out of a possible 10. Trigaza gets 5, mainly because I couldn't really understand what he was saying, and it was just a welcome change to see him actually talk, So Trigaza gets a 5 out of 10 for that performance. I want to say I found this tweet from Poppy_Love, and she goes, Chike, yay, finally we found a name for Mr. 265, Chike. So, if you need to talk about Mr. 265, if you need to vote for Mr. 265, and you can't remember that, just, vote Chike. Okay, and, Riza gets a 3 over 10. Riza said she had a passion for food, but I couldn't see it. Like, when you talk about something you've got a passion for, there should be excitement, there should be joy. And Riza's just permanently miserable, so she's getting a 3 out of 10 for that performance. And Sipe got a 4 over 10. Her voice unfortunately wasn't very good. I expected a lot more from her. She gets 4 over 10. And Sipe also gets the what the flip are they thinking. The segment we do, what the flip are they thinking. On this episode, Sipe's what the flip moment is getting 2 tattoos, 2 stars, 2 ugly stars on her boobies. That's not a good look, Sipe. It's not really nice. So you win the title of What the Fudge Are You Thinking on today's episode of BBA Daily with Zibby. And Frankie, I didn't get Frankie much. I'm giving Frankie a possible 3 out of 10. Maybe because I didn't enjoy his talk about fashion, and he picked 2 very unfashionable guys to model for him. One was Sammy. I'm sorry, who's Sammy? Okay, there are 26 people. It's a bit hard to keep up. It was Casey and someone else. Louis Manana tried. Yeah, but I didn't really enjoy that performance, unfortunately. Samantha gets a possible 5 out of 10. she ended her monologue with a bit of an attitude, and I didn't really like that. It was a bit of a negative end, and she just walks around sometimes like she's got the weight of the world on her shoulders. So I'm giving Samantha a 5 out of 10. Idris, my boy! I'm so glad Idris got screen time. His diary session today was blah, so I had no idea Idris was so funny. He did so well, you know, with the comedy sketch, with the look, the afro, the pants. I just absolutely loved it. So I'm giving Idris a 7 out of 10. Mambi! Mambi is like Africa's sweetheart. Next time I'm talking about Mambi, I'm going to call her Africa's sweetheart, because she's winning hearts all across Africa. And it's nice to see the Nigerian and the Ghanaian housemates get along for once. You know, I call it sibling rivalry. So Mambi did really well the fashion show. I love what she was able to create, the pieces she was able to create. It was absolutely lovely, and I would really be looking forward to her fashion show. She's just a sweet girl. So Mambi gets 8 out of 10. Casey, I loved his talk on xenophobia. I just hope, you know, it doesn't, you know, have a lashback, but I'm glad he said it. He had a lot of emotions, and I sort of see a bit of where Casey is coming from, because, you know, seeing things like that, you know, it could actually hurt your heart. So Casey gets a 9 out of 10. Africa is not a continent, it's a community, and I love that. Thank you, Casey, for that. JJ, now if you're from Nigeria, there's something called Nkapi. Nkapi is a kind of rat. So JJ really reminded me of an Nkapi today. He was all around the place. BBA fans think he did good. I don't think he did good. Okay, I've got a tweet from someone called Wookster, and she says, Jesus wept. JJ must be slapped. What is he running around the stage for a head, like a headless chicken? All 3 foot 4 inches of him. Oh my days. Y'all are mean, man. Oh wow. And I've got a tweet from Jean Namibian, and she said, I think JJ has a future as a funeral singer. He's a master of misery. Oh wow, JJ is not getting a lot of love. No, he's not. So there's a tweet about JJ, and JJ's voice was a bit all over the place. It was messy and it was tired. That's what you get when you sing. You know, when you're an artist, you need to rest your voice. You don't sing every second of every day. So I gave JJ 1 out of a possible 10. I mean, it would have been 0.9, but I just decided to upgrade him a bit. So JJ gets 1 out of 10. No, actually, I think JJ was probably maybe better than Prometheus. And Prometheus is at 2 over 10. So I'll give JJ 2.5 over 10. You know, 1.5 extra for all the running around and, you know, helping the ladies up on stage, yeah. And Big Brother, please put steps on the stage. That stage was too high. Why are you trying to kill your housemates? And Esther is moving those hips really well, and she gets a 7 out of 10. I know I haven't got all 26 housemates, but you know what? If I didn't talk about them, then I probably didn't watch it. I probably just didn't care. Alright, so that's all that happened. Well, it's not all, obviously, but it's, you know, the major stuff that happened on Big Brother Africa Hotshots today. It was, you know, an amazing presentation. I'm really glad that they won. They really deserved it because they did really well. And on to good news, more good news for Trigaza, or is it Trizaga? I don't know, people don't even know the name because I'm confused. Hulk Mandaza, aka Mr. Ice Queen, aka Hakeem, aka Mr. Lover Lover. He says, he's tweeting that Trizaga has a sick flow, wanna do a track with that dude. So, fingers crossed, Trigaza, and we'll see that happens. So, wow, it's been an amazing show. I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's supporting me, who's listening, who's retweeting the links, who's telling people about the show. I mean, it's a lot of work, but I'm enjoying it because I love meeting the fans. You guys, all of us BBA Super Fans, we're all really cool people. I've made some friends, you know, met people. It's been really good. And I just want to say thank you for all the words of support. I got, you know, messages this morning from Paris Billy. And, you know, when I got those messages, I was really touched. You know, she said, she just had a very lovely prayer, and I just really appreciate that. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who's listening. Please always tune in and always just help spread the love. And of course, we'd love to have you on the show. If you need to follow me on Twitter or get in touch, it's at ZibbyJ, that's ZIBBYJ. The website is thezibbyshow.com. And of course, you can listen on Spreaker, Forshirt, and YouTube. And like I like to say, have a lovely African evening. Good night.